Hi and welcome to Silsoul Tarot. Today we're going to crack on, we'll get straight into it with the Intuitive Whispers Oracle deck and just a plain old tarot deck. We're just going to take a couple of these, just gauge what the energy is, and then take the tarot just to hash it out a little bit. Okay, so the first card out is Wisdom of the Solar Plexus. And the next card out is Slow Down. Maybe that's a message for me, because sometimes I do know I can go a little bit fast. Okay, so the solar plexus is all about your personal power. It's about your ambition. It's about ego. It's identity. Now, there's something about your drive, I want to say, like something that's driving you forward, where it's just kind of like slow down, chill, take a breather. I don't know if the imagery of the circle, if that's means anything to anyone, but however, both of these cards have someone who's meditating. Okay, so maybe this could be a message for someone to meditate, slow down, take some time for yourself, meditate, and maybe find, because it almost looks like a scope, there could be something that you need to hone in on, something you need to tune into to work on. Let's take some tarot and find out, shall we? So let's see what this energy is all about. What is it we need to slow down for? What is it we need to pay attention to? Okay, I just sort of let some cards come flying over. Anything that wants to come out can come out. That wants to come out, and then we'll just crack on in a minute. Let's see. Okay, we seem to have slowed down. We seem to have slowed down with things wanting to come out, so let's take them as they've come out. Okay, so first card over is the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands, it could be a card of communication. Someone could be shooting their shot. But it's definitely a card of movement, like something wants to come in and it's coming in quite quickly. Okay. The three of the three, it's not the three, it's the Empress. She's the third in the major arcana. Okay, so there's this new beginning, this birthing, this new cycle, abundance, creativity, Venus there. And Venus is your self-worth, self-value and self-respect. So there's your solar plexus again. Interesting. There's something that wants to come in with the Ace of Swords. It could be a truth, knowledge, understanding, clarity, a new way of thinking. It's again something that comes in offered by the divine. Is the hand of God coming in. I do always kind of, when I see the steel, I think, oh, might be a bit of a cold hard truth, but could be some real victory here in what it is that's coming in. So it's telling you to slow down, concentrate on your self-worth, your value, your ego. Maybe you need to check yourself a little bit. I said that at 333, so that could be a message for someone. Let's see what other. That's far too many. That's far too many. Far too many cards came out. Let's if they want to come out, they'll come out. So let's see what other messages want to come out. Oh, let's see, that one came out. That one does want to go in. See what else wants to come out. Okay, we'll leave it there. Nothing wanting to come out straight away. The Hanged Man. This has come out a few times today. Like I said, I do these videos in one day, but I put them up over a couple of days because I can't film every single day. This is not the first time you're going to be watching these videos and think the Hanged Man's come out 3 days on the trot. It hasn't. It's come out 3 readings on the trot in different card decks, just in case anyone's thinking I'm just using the same. No, the last time I done it, it was down here with the Knight of Swords in a different deck. So the Hanged Man is clearly an energy of today. Someone might be feeling stuck. Someone might be feeling a little bit like they're in limbo. There could be some inspiration coming in with this. It could be the truth, this knowledge, this flash of inspiration. It's not the first time I've said that today either. it could just be wanting or needing to see something from a different angle. You've got the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is about sort of working hard, toiling away, paying close attention to the details. You could have been isolating yourself a little bit because, you know, he's out here in the middle of nowhere working away. Maybe you got kind of a little bit caught up, because I always get the feeling that he doesn't even know what time of day it is. Do you know what I mean? He's kind of just happily working away. It's not a bad thing. It's just he gets a bit stuck, you know, gets a little bit, I don't know quite what the right word is. He just gets, let me think. I'll put them down so you don't think I'm cheating. Focused, but that is the word I was thinking of, but more like sort of tunnel vision. Do you know what I mean? Like, you get focused, but it's much more, you know, stuck in that. But not stuck, but no, again, I really don't know the best way of putting it. Maybe some more cards will help me be able to verbalise it a little bit better. But it's about kind of being so focused that you don't always necessarily see what's coming in. But there's something coming in. There's this real flash, this real light bulb moment. I'm going to take these three because they won't leave my hands. Okay, so you've got the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Something could be a little bit stuck coming in. Okay, I was getting that energy of like, I couldn't quite verbalise it. You could be feeling a little bit left out in the cold. Maybe something's going to come in to slow you down. Like, maybe you've been working, and hopefully not anything physical, but it is the physical ailment card. So maybe you might just get a little bit sick. Something might kind of come in and strike you down a little bit. I really touch wood and pray to the divine that it's nothing too bad. But I do feel like you're gonna, if you don't slow down, you're gonna be made to slow down. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know your body will just put a halt to something and be like, stop, and now you have a cold. Do you know what I mean? Like this, that sort of thing. The Three of Wands. It's okay. So that's about being on the sidelines. You could kind of just be putting in so much work that you're just hanging around. You could just be stuck on the sidelines. You're waiting for something to come in, or something wants to come in, but it got a bit stuck. And the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. I would say trust the process, because that is sometimes what this card is. But in this sense, I think it's just the energy is so slow moving that it might feel like you're stuck, or just so slow that you're like, oh my God, what is going on? Something slowing you down. If you don't need to slow down, something is slowing you down. Because I did think maybe it was that you need to take time to slow down and meditate, which you probably still need to do. There's something that's stuck. It could be the energy that, because you're so doop, 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 that actually slowing down speeds it up in some way. That's interesting. Something's stuck, but it's because you're not going slow enough. It's like you're neglecting something. Are you neglecting yourself? Maybe it's yourself. Maybe you need to take a bit more of an Empress energy of, you know, being comfortable, this abundance, you know, maybe drink some water, eat well. Let's see what else comes out. The Seven of Swords. Well, that's a deception kind of card. Maybe that's that truth and clarity coming in. Oh, you've got the Ten of Cups and the High Priestess. Sorry, I'll make it so you can see it. Okay. I think we're going to come back to those decks. We might actually take another deck. Let's take another deck. Okay, so there's this, like, what you're working towards is this beautiful happy ever after, this, you know, your longevity. You're working towards something you're going to love the outcome of, because you love what it is that you're doing. You got the High Priestess. There could be something being hidden from you, which kind of makes sense, because like I say, you were waiting for this flash of inspiration, but it feels like in order to get that, you need to just slow down and focus. I said that when these first cards first came out, that like a scope, you need to kind of adjust. It's like that I can see the camera adjusting and focusing. It's focusing on my hand, and when I come up, this stuff down here comes out of focus. So it's almost like you need to pull out and everything comes into focus. Yeah, that's what this is. It's slow down some area of your life. It could be what you're working on. It could be work. But there's some way you need to slow down. It could be a little bit deceit. You're not necessarily living your authentic truth in some way. You're going to have to take this as it resonates. But it could be something to do with your identity, your ambition. What is it that you're doing? Maybe you're spending far too much time at work and you need to rebalance. Like I say, if you're putting too much energy into something, the universe will step in and make you take that break. It's happened to me many a times. You work, and then you're struck down with a chest infection 2 weeks after the Christmas period because you've been doing days and nights, Joan. You need to not do days and nights. I'd done that as a 20-year-old something. No, 20-something-year-old, I should say. I was working days, I was working nights, I was, I burnt out, and then my body went, right, well, now you have to lay in bed for 2 weeks. Okay, so I just want you to be a little bit careful that you're not overdoing it to the point of where you are made to take the break, okay? Like last week, again, all I can do is give you my examples. Please write in the comments if this resonates with you and how it resonates. But last week, I got to Friday. What day is it today? It's Monday today. And just, it's 0202, it's 2 p.m. On my Xbox, which is on the telly at the moment. It's 2 minutes past 2. So that might be a message for someone. So Friday last week I was doing my workout and I was just like, my legs are exhausted. I felt exhausted. I was like, I've got to have an easy week next week, just for my legs, if nothing else. And then today I started my workout because I have all the weekends off. I only work out Monday to Friday. And I was like, I even today I still thought I just can't. I just need to have an easy week. And even though I think today was quite an easy workout for me, I clearly need to just relax a little bit, because if I don't, my body's going to make me do it, okay? That's the point I'm trying to get across. And then what you get then is this clarity. You get to refocus. When you take that step back, you'll refocus. You'll get this clarity, this aha moment, this light bulb moment will switch on, that then leads you to working in a different way, but actually ends up being the way through it, if that makes sense. I don't think it does, but you'll be shown, you're being guided. The High Priestess, she is signs synchronicities. Like I said, it's something that wants to come in. You might be getting a message potentially, but I think there's like this energy that wants to start moving, that you're just not quite understanding at the moment, but it's because you're putting too much focus in one area specifically. You need to come out and look at the wider picture. Does that make sense? Let's take a healing mantra just to close out the reading. See if any other messages want to come through. And then we'll leave it there. Opening my mind. I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and ideas. It could be a message there for someone. Maybe that's what it is. When you come outside a little bit, you see an idea differently, or you believe, maybe you don't realise how much work you've been putting in. You're like, oh, I've just been coasting along. I haven't really learnt anything new, or I haven't refined that skill enough. But when you focus or zoom out and focus on something different, you actually realise exactly how far along you've come. Okay, I'm going to leave it there and say thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.